Good morning students. Today we will study about computer unique features of MS Word. What is the topic? Unique features of MS Word. Children, Microsoft Word is application software which is a word processing software package. It creates professional looking formatting text documents with its powerful features. Word users keep discovering new capabilities, features or possibilities. It has been used for over a decade, and with each new release, it continues to add to its reputation as the world's leading word processing software. Using AutoText, you can use AutoText, one type of building block to store text or graphics that you want to use again, such as a standard contract class or a long distribution list. Each selection of text or graphic is stored as an AutoText entry in the building blocks organizer and is assigned a unique name that makes it easy for the user to find the content when you want to use it for the further use or for the use in future. You can use it. To create an AutoText entry, follow these steps. Step 1. Let's assume that you wish to hold your business address in AutoText. Enter the address and set it as right aligned text. Step 2. Select the complete text. Step 3. Click on Insert tab, Quick Parts button. A pop-up menu appears. Step 4. Click on Save Selection to Quick Parts Gallery options. And the Create New Building Block dialog box appears. Step 5. Type description, say address in description box. Last step, step 6, click on OK button. Then next paragraph given here, inserting an auto text entry. For that, step number 1, open a new document. Step 2, click on Insert tab, Quick Parts button under text group. The gallery appears on the screen. Step 3, click on required option. The selected text will be appeared on the page. Similarly, you can organize pictures, clip arts, auto shapes, etc. as auto text entry. Select the text and press Alt plus F3 to open the Create New Building box. Text direction. Text direction includes changing the orientation of the text in a table. By default, Word will put the text orientation in a horizontal direction. This tool enables you to rotate the text in 90 degree or in either from its normal appearance. To change the direction of text, follow these steps. Step number 1, click on Insert tab, then after table, after that dot table. Step 3, create a table in your Word documents. Step 3, put the cursor in the cell in which you would like to change the text orientation. You also can drag your mouse over an entire row, column or table to select more than one cell to change. We will see in practical this paragraph or before this paragraph means what you have studied, inserting an auto text entry. I will show this you in practical. Okay students, next page we will study now. Step 4, click on Layout tab, Text Direction button under Alignment group. Step 5, choose the orientation in which you would like to apply the selected table text. The orientation of the text will change accordingly. Now given here, track change. The track change features of Word allows multiple people to work on a document and for suggested change to be tracked. To track change to a document, follow these steps. Step number 1, open the document that you want to revise. Step number 2, click on Review tab, track changes button under tracking group. Make the changes that you want by inserting, deleting, moving or formatting text or graphics. You can also add comments. Turn off change tracking. Click the track change button on review tab under tracking group to turn off change tracking. Use of hyphen. If a word is too long to fit at the end of a line, word moves the word to the beginning of the next line. However, you can use the hyphenation features to automatically or manually hyphenate the text. Hyphens are often used to split word that appears at the end of a line, allowing the first part of a word to appear at the end of the line and the rest of the word to appear at the beginning of the next line. Word include tools that allows the user to hyphenate the documents. It is about use of hyphen. And next paragraph, automatically hyphenate an entire document. When you use automatic hyphenation, Word automatically inserts hyphens where they are needed. If you later edit the document and change line break, Word will re-hyphenate the document. The to hyphenate an entire document automatically follow these steps. This is the steps which you have to do in practical time. Step number 1, click on page layout tab. Step 2, click hyphenation button under page setup group. And step number 3, a pop-up menu appears. Step number 4, select automatically on pop-up menu. Next given here, insert an optional hyphen. An optional hyphen is a hyphen that is used to control where a word or phrase break if it falls at the end of a line. For example, you can specify that the word non-printing break as non-printing instead of non-print ing or not printing. To insert an optional hyphen, follow these steps. What is the steps? Step number 1. On the home tab, click show hide button under paragraph group. Step 2. Click in the word where you want to insert the optional hyphen. Step 3. Press Ctrl plus hyphen keys from the keyboard. And step number 4. Here given tips. When you insert an optional hyphen in a word that is not at the end of a line, the hyphen will be visible only if you turn on show or hide. Next given here, manually hyphenate part of a document. When you manually hyphenate text, Word search for text to hyphenate. After you indicate where you want to hyphenate the text, Word inserts an optional hyphen. If you want later edit the document and change line breaks, Word displays the print only the optional hyphens that still fall at the end of a line. Word doesn't rehyphenate the document. To hyphenate a text manually, follow this steps. Step number 1. Select the text that you want to hyphenate. Step number 2. Click on page layout tab, hyphenation button. Step 3. Click manual option under page setup group. The manual hyphenation dialog box appears with selected words which require hyphen. Step 4. Click on yes button on dialog box. Header and footer. Header and footer usually contains page numbers, the time and date, company logo, the document title or file name, or the other's name. The header appears at the top of the page and the footer appears at the bottom of the page. You know about it. Insert or change the headers or footers. How you will insert header or footer? Given here, you can insert pre-designed header or footers in your document and easily change the header and footer designs. You also can create your own header or footer with a company logo and custom look and save the new header or footer on the gallery. To insert the same header and footer throughout a document, follow these steps. Step number 1. Click on Insert Tab, Header or Footer under Header and Footer group. A pre-designed list appears. Step 2. Click the header or footer design that you want. The header or footer is inserted on every page of the document. Footnotes and endnotes. What is footnotes and endnotes? Footnotes and endnotes are used in printed document to explain, comment on or provide reference for text in a document. You might use footnotes for detailed comments and endnotes for citation of sources. A footnote or an endnote consists of two linked parts. The note reference mark a number, character, or combination of characters that indicates that additional information is contained in a footnote or endnote and the corresponding note text. To insert footnotes and endnote, follow these steps. Step number 1. In print layout view, move your pointer where you want to insert the note reference mark. After the second step, click on Reference tab. Insert footnotes or insert endnote under footnotes group. Here given tips. To insert a subsequent footnote, press Ctrl plus Alt plus A. To insert a subsequent endnote, press Ctrl plus Alt plus D. Some salient features. By default, Word places footnotes at the end of each page and endnotes at the end of the document. Microsoft Word automatically numbers footnotes and endnotes after the user specify a numbering scheme. You can use a single numbering scheme throughout a document. You can use different numbering schemes within each section in a document. When you add, delete, or move notes that are automatically numbered, Word renumbers the footnote and endnote reference marks. Format on footnote and endnote. To make change to the format of footnotes or endnotes, follow the steps. Step number 1. Click on Footnotes dialog box launcher. The Footnotes and Endnote dialog box appears. Step 2. Here do one of the following. In the number format box, click the format that you want. If you want to use a custom mark instead of a traditional number format, click symbol next to custom mark and then choose a mark from the available symbols. It will add new ones. Step 3. Click on Insert button. Word inserts the note number and places the insertion point next to the note number, like given here. Footnotes or endnote about given here about format or apply changes if you want to change them. Step 3. Type the note text. Step 4. Double click the footnote or endnote number to return. Double click the footnote or endnote number to return to the reference mark in the document. Protection of the document. The document protection restricts the type of change that reviewers can make to a document. To protect a document, follow these steps. Click on Review tab, Protect Document. Under Protect Group, a pop-up menu appears. Step 2. Click on Restrict Formatting and Editing. The Protect Document task pane appears on left side of the screen. Step 2. In the Protect Document task pane, under Formatting Restrictions, select the Limit Formatting to a selection of styles checkbox. Step 3. Click on Setting to specify which styles a reviewer can apply or change. Under Editing Restrictions, Step 4. Select the Allow only this type of editing in the document checkbox. Step 5. In the list of editing restrictions, click Track the Change. This includes comments as well as insertions, deletions, and more text. Step 6. Under Start Enforcement, click Yes. Start Enforcing Protection. The Start Enforcing Protection dialog box appear on the screen. Step 7. Type a password in the Enter New Password optional box to assign a password to the document so that only reviewers who know the password can remove the protection. Step 8. Confirm the password. After that, your document will be saved. Stop protection for comments and change. When you want to stop protection for that, follow this steps. To stop protection for comments and change, follow this steps. Step number 1. On the Review tab, click on Protect Document under Protect Group. Step 2. Click on Restrict Formatting and editing on pop-up menu. Step 3, in the Protect Document task pane, click Stop Protection. And the Unprotect Document dialog box appears on the screen as given in your book. Unprotect document password given here. Whatever you have given password, that password you have to given here. Suppose you have given in previous 1 to 3 password, then if you want to unprotect document, for that you will have to give that password again. The unprotect document dialog box appear on the screen, and type the password and click on OK button. After that your document will be unprotect. Okay, so student, it is about your chapter 5, unique features of MS Word, and in next video I will tell to you how many practicals you will have to do in this chapter. So I will make another video for that. Okay, and if you have any doubt, then you will clear in meeting and tell to me. After that I will make practical video for that topic. Okay.